Oh, here we go.
And we're live. Hello and welcome to our page, Mike and Food's Eye. Thank you very much for joining us.
It's actually great to be with you again. We're actually looking out the window. The timing is excellent. We've just been out for a walk around our town.
Yeah.
Another story for another day, potentially, but it's now raining.
And we're inside.
Yeah. Some members of our family who we left inside Rochester Cathedral, they're not home yet. I am feeling a little bit bad for leaving them in the rain, but we want to come and talk to you. That's why we're here.
Yeah, as always, we ask that you let us know where you're watching from. If you're watching this as a replay, just type replay and let us know where you're watching us from. Yeah.
Today we want to talk a bit about change.
Yeah.
You know, it's been a fascinating week here in the UK. Without going into any of the news which you can pick up from any of the news channels, it's been a week of change. What we started the week with and where we are today, it's all changed. We knew there was going to be change on Monday, but then the rest has just unfolded as it's gone. And it's had us thinking about what does change mean to us? How do we cope with change? Is change a moment for carry on regardless? Or is it a time for stop and reflect? What does change mean? Do we go into flight, fright, or freeze? What is it? I mean, how do you handle change? What does change do for you?
Yeah, as we were talking on our walk, actually, I realized that change is really uncomfortable. It's really uncomfortable for me. I don't handle change really well. I don't like change. And it made me realize that actually I'm not the only person who doesn't like change. A lot of people don't like change.
Does anybody?
I don't think so. But actually, that's what life is about, isn't it? Life is about change and changes. If nothing changes, then nothing will ever happen, actually. And as uncomfortable as change is, that's what's needed in order to progress, in order to do anything. I was just saying to Mike, sorry, darling, I was just saying to Mike, actually, when I look at life, I realize that everything that's ever happened, everything good that has ever happened, and things that we are enjoying today, is because somebody dared to change. Somebody dared to make that first step. Yeah.
Saying just now, we've just been in Rochester Cathedral. If nobody had said we need a great monument to celebrate Victoria of God in this area, they wouldn't have done the work necessary for that change to come into fruition.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we look inside that cathedral and these monuments to the past, people saying we need to remember the past. And that balance of recognizing where we come from and going on to something bigger and better continually.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
What's the biggest change you've been through?
Oh my gosh, we have been through a lot of changes in the past 3 years, some of which I'm not going to go into the details of. Yeah. So what are you thinking?
Well, I mean, it's last 3 years.
Yeah.
We're back to what, 2019?
2019.
Yeah. So
yeah,
you're right. That's been very, again, in the last 4 years, even more. I mean, marriage was huge.
Yeah, marriage is a big change.
I just get stage of saying, I've lived all my life till here. Now we start again. It's just layer on layer, taking what you've learned and building on it and going to bigger, better and greater things.
Yeah.
Changing countries.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Okay.
When I said the past 3 years, because we moved country, that was a big change for us, moving countries. Look, moving house is a big thing.
Yeah.
Moving house and moving country, that's an even bigger thing. And then obviously pandemic brought a lot of change. I'm not going to talk about that because that is also a whole subject in itself.
Again, you look at that and the change that we didn't initiate, but other people forced on us, all of us around the world, saying, you will no longer work from the office, you will now work from home. We didn't ask for that change.
Exactly.
But we had a choice. We either sit on the couch and eat too many biscuits, or we embrace that change and take it forward so as to improve things.
Yeah.
And pretty much that need to stay home and achieve something has brought us to where we are now when we think about the business, isn't it?
It has. Yeah, because it was actually during that time when we started working from home, because my role, my everyday, my day job, I'm a healthcare professional, and obviously I cannot work from home. I had to work with patients. But during that time when we were forced to stay at home, I started working from home and realized that I actually really like working from home. And then I started looking for something to do that I could do from home or from wherever in the world I may find myself. And this is how we started. That's the journey, part of the journey to how we started working online for ourselves. And that in itself is a big change. Do you want to say a bit about that change?
I think it's interesting because just that double-pronged approach. And again, I'm going to look at it for me because, again, each one of us in our own personality has to handle it differently. But moving from you're paid by somebody else to work in somebody else's building to you're responsible for yourself working in your own building.
Yeah.
There's two things to that. The entrepreneurial side of I am going to be responsible for myself.
Yeah.
As well as I don't have to get on a train in the morning, but I can step into my workspace. My workspace can be wherever I am. I don't have to be. There's a company I work with, and the prime sort of slogan they have is that work is not a place. And that's just so much of what we're seeing in our businesses. Work is not a place. It's not a case of I have to be at this office 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Wherever I am. Here in the UK now, it's 6 minutes past 5 in the afternoon on a Saturday. That is not work hours in a 9 to 5 lifestyle.
Yeah.
But it's a chance for us to chat with you. But at the same time, it's not we're working to the clock. We're chatting to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello, Rejoice. Good to see you with us.
Yeah, good to see you.
What a
Joyce.
pleasure.
Thank you for joining us.
That having embraced this change to come to this place, we get to do this. We get to chat to people.
Yeah.
In our own time.
Yeah.
In our own place.
Yeah.
I mean, a couple of weeks ago when we were up in Norwich, different city, different environment, in a bed and breakfasty type place, we can still do it.
Yeah, we can do this from wherever we are. Yeah, so this is, yes, it's been a big change for us working online, and it's also come with its challenges. I mean, nothing good comes without any challenges.
Oh, absolutely.
However, it also has a lot of advantages, the likes of which we'll talk to you about on another day. But yeah, we've embraced this change. In our circumstances, we've embraced our new roles as business owners, and that I think is one of the biggest changes, or has been one of the biggest changes in our lives. Because before this, prior to this, we had never been business people, we'd never been business owners, but we've embraced it and we're running with it. Yeah.
You're saying just something then, and I can't remember exact words, sorry, my love, but you're saying something about change has its pain. You didn't say pain, something like that.
Yeah.
What came to mind is how do you make a diamond?
Oh, yeah.
And it's just that image of get a bit of carbon and just keep it under pressure, keep it under pressure. That change from coal to diamond, it's change.
Yeah.
It's recognizing pressures will come. It's recognizing that changes of structure will come. It's recognizing that achieving new attributes, it's still carbon atoms.
Yeah.
But they've been allowed themselves to change.
Yeah.
And just sticking with it and going with it. What is easy is worth what is easy. But what is worth working through is so good.
Absolutely. Yeah, actually, I just I would love to hear when you watch this. Would love to hear what you think about change. How do you handle change? What changes have you been through? Say, let's talk about the past 2 years or the past year. What changes have you been through? Are you the kind of person that embraces change? Are you the kind of person who freezes with fear when you think about change? You know,
embrace, avoid, or adapt.
Exactly. Where are you? Where do you sit?
Sound like a training video, don't I?
You do. Yeah. So yeah, for us, we've said, yeah, change. For me personally, change is not easy. I don't like it. I don't like change, but I've embraced it, and I'm grateful I have. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here today, and we would never have started this journey of working online had it not been for us choosing change. So yeah, interesting times.
Very interesting times.
Yeah.
That's us for today.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's it for today. We're trying to keep these reasonably short and hopefully to keep you all engaged. And we'll see you at the same time next week. Yeah. Stay tuned and take care until the next time. Bye for now.
Cheers, folks.